It's fun time.
Okay, we back. Double Ground Radio. It's the Terrance Show. We live in full effect. We in the building, man. Guess what? The Eagles have won in Washington. Thank God. I didn't even think they was going to win, man. I told my neighbor Shane the other day. I was like, yo, I think this game is going to be really boring, man. I just did not think that they were going to be good at all.
Why?
I don't know, man. It's the Eagles. I've been the Eagles since like '91.
Yeah, they underperform.
Yeah, but for some reason it was a good. What you call it? Performance by him. It's the first win. Not like last year when they went like what 3-0, 4-0, and then they just had like a pitfall.
Really?
So yeah, so it's the first game. So we'll see. It's the Eagles. I don't know. But we got a special guest in the building. Songwriter, producer. We got my man Michael Moore in the building. What's up, man? What's good with you?
What's up?
How are you, man? His first radio interview. He said he's not nervous.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
We met at Rotation Records event back in June, man.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
It was, man. I actually had it was like getting a lot of people's information out there. There's two young ladies at the time that I got their information. They were supposed to come on, but they stood me up.
Oh, what, today?
No. That's way back. I was like, you want to come on the show? They're like, yeah, come on the show.
It wasn't the ones on the stage, was it?
Yeah. They probably didn't know it looked like this, though.
It's nice.
Yeah, they probably thought it was like in somebody's house, like ran down or something like that. That's what they probably thought, because you know most internet radio shows they don't look like this, like the setting and everything. So tell me, Michael, what's going on? What you got going on, man? Let's talk. Let's vibe out, man. What's been going on?
Just got off work. You know, I had to head down here. Kind of a long trip, but it wasn't too bad, honestly. Just pretty much like a straight shot.
Yeah, hour and 45 minutes, my man.
Not an hour and 45. It was probably like 35 minutes. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't?
Not at all.
Right,
Not at all. Yeah, it was totally worth it.
Totally working? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something about songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're a producer too. Like most songwriters don't really come into the effect of like big star status, maybe some of them. And it's just like, for you to be a song person, like, you know, writing songs, do you ever get that blockage, that whereas though you don't know what to talk about because you talked about it already?
Yeah. I mean, especially with listening to what's on like the radio today, you feel like people are just talking about the same thing, and then there's always the difficulty of not saying the same thing but saying it poetically. For me, real songwriting is saying something simple and like straightforward. Like you could say, I went to the park, but it's saying something simple but saying it poetically in a way that makes you think. Like you have to go around the block before you get to the door. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what real songwriting is for me. Mm-hmm. And if people aren't doing that necessarily, I feel like they could be doing better. That's just my opinion.
Right. No, I believe it. It's been so many songs in the vault that people have done. It's like, wow, man, what made them create that? One person told me that I was a songwriter. He said it was a lot of drugs. Like he said, a lot of drugs got him certain songs, but not even that. Just like the and tell me like if you agree with me, like the what you call it, the event of going through things, like, you know what I'm saying, whether it be something from a girl or something from like a past, something tragic or something like that. It makes them pour their heart out into the pen.
Yeah.
Who you work for?
Who do I work for?
I mean, who did you write for? Any artists?
I'm working with a couple artists in the local area. Judea.
Okay.
I met her at Rotation.
Okay.
The event, and working with my boy KK out of Temple.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you know some people in the area that they can come past.
Mm-hmm.
You do it like let me ask you something. Since you're a songwriter, did anybody ever actually write any lyrics or anything like that?
Writing lyrics, like, I'm not so great at writing lyrics myself.
Really?
But
you're a songwriter.
I would say I'm more of like a songwriting consultant. I'm primarily a producer, but producer has to take multiple roles. They have to take all the kinds of roles.
Okay.
So they have to. Producer is more so not only the music, but more of like a project editor, I would say. So if someone comes to me, I bring them a beat or I give them a beat, and then they come back to me with some lyrics, and they're like, here's the lyrics. Then it's up to me to be like, yeah, that's cool. Like I was saying earlier, like yeah, that's cool, but maybe you could say that in like a different way that isn't so cut and dry. Like make people think, because like songwriting is like an art. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta make it artful. You gotta make it tasteful. It can't just be the white loaf of bread you bought off the shelf at the corner store. It has to be that golden crispy bread every time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Well, that's with me. Like that just, and sometimes that just upsets me when like I hear like local people who are trying to come up and they might be making songs, but they're not making songs. They're not making art. They're just making whatever might be hot right now and not saying a whole lot. Right. But yet they're putting out stuff, but that might get you somewhere in like a local area, but like that's not gonna blow you up. Like
how far does the right? I mean, because you said something, you was like, you know, they like a lot of people just cut and dry with their lyrics now. It's not like how it was like maybe back in the 70s, 80s, maybe the 60s. There's like, you know, a lot of things are like I can agree with you. So you can look at it like a lot of things are watered down now.
Oh, for sure.
Like when you look at like houses, how they were built back then, the sculptures and stuff like that. Now you see houses is nothing but plywood, sheetrock.
Yep.
And that's it.
It's the same thing. It's just getting out a quick product so you can say you put something out, as opposed to like spending time developing like plans and saying we're gonna have this part brickwork, we're gonna have this part plaster, we're gonna have this part this. It's just, all right, we're gonna build a house.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
So when you working with an artist, like, are you like, do you ever feel like get a little annoyed the fact that they don't want to see your side of things as being like the producer side and stuff like that? Like you because what I can see, you gotta push the greatness out of it when it has potential, right?
Yeah.
So there's like some of them being like, well, I want to do this way, like, it's not gonna do this way.
It depends. If I see the promise in a track, I'll definitely push because there's something there. But if I see like it's just they're just trying to make a song, I'll like put my input. But if I put my input like 2 or 3 times and they're just like not really listening, they're just trying to do their own thing, then I'll just like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's good.
Really? You're not gonna push?
If I see the promise in it, I'll definitely push.
You'll push.
Like if I hear some gold in there, I'm like, oh, like if you just took it this direction, it could just only build from there. But if they're not trying to take it in that direction and it's just staying flat street level.
So what about you? Do you create some music for yourself? Because we didn't talk about that when we talked on the phone earlier today.
Yeah, I have my first album out. It's on Bandcamp right now. And I'm currently in the semi-process of my second album, but that's going to take quite a lot better time.
So the first album, Bandcamp, tell me a little bit about that. What place were you in with that album and what was going on? Because, you know, it's, like you said, it's art, it's a form of expression.
Yeah.
So I know that album meant something to you to bring it out. And this was your first album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about it.
So the album title is called Infinity.
Yeah.
And it just sprung upon me one day. I was just making tracks, and then I came upon this method of production. Can I go into that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so what happens is, so you'll like make a track, but then, you know how sampling is popular right now?
Yeah, of course.
So, and there's like a whole lot of backlash and like a whole lot of politics with that. If you sample someone, you're not going to get all the royalties. You got to pay a whole bunch of people. You might not even end up getting anything because technically it's not even yours. Mm-hmm. So flip that on his head. you're making stuff every day, making multiple things every day. Why can't you just flip what you made an hour ago into something new? All of it's all original, all yours.
Yeah.
None of it's credited elsewhere. And so I had done this in the past, but like I never really thought about it too much. I was just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it clicked to me because that day I literally made 3 tracks out of the same song that I made an hour ago. Like using the same material that I made, all mine, 3 different tracks out of 1 track.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, so I just made 3 different tracks out of 1 track. So then how many tracks could I make out of those 3 tracks that I just made out of the 1 track? Infinite, right? Infinity.
That's deep.
And I was like, and I think that was I'm pretty sure that was the title of the track that I was making was Infinity. And I was.
So is more or less because some people got like they're not like singers, but it's like kind of a like tone of a talk rap singing melody type thing going on. Is that something that you have as far as you being an artist too as well? Do you consider yourself as being an R&B singer?
I wouldn't say. No, definitely not. I definitely don't have the chops for that.
So you're like I can't say Drake, because Drake can't sing, but he's good at what he does, and that like a lot of rappers now use that tone. Like Travis Scott. And who else? Like Travis Scott, and who else is another one that use like melody type of like Yachty. Like they're not really. They just make melody music. That's what I call it. Do you consider yourself as one of that?
I don't even really consider myself like an artist as an artist. I consider myself an artist as far as production. And then that's where the second album comes into play.
Okay.
Because with the second album, I'm really trying to portray my artistry side of the production.
Gotcha.
Because I don't necessarily like sing songs, but what I'll do is I'll make the production, I'll lay down the drums, I'll lay down all the instruments, and then once I like run out of instrumentation that I can do with my hands, all the melodies come to my head. So I just got all these melodies running in my head. So then what I do is I'll just have the beat running in the background with all the chords strike melodies. Like it's like a interweave. So you build a chord out of like 3 or 4 different notes.
Right. And
then like my mind just works that like melodies just come and like weave in between the notes when I hear them. You know what I mean?
So this is how you see it.
Yeah.
So everything is okay.
It just like happens just like naturally. So then I have all these melodies going with these chords. I'm like, oh yeah. So then what I'll do is I'll just set up a live mic just in like the middle of the room while the beat's playing in the background, and then whatever melodies come to my head, I'll just walk around the room, and then whatever melodies I hear, it could just be like gibberish, just like random words, but it'll have melodies. Anything that comes to my head, I'll just lay it down and just sing it into the mic. And then by the end of it, I'll have like 12, 15 different little like melodic phrases and ideas that then I'll like chop them up and then sprinkle them back into the production. And then at certain points, I'll like layer them all together. So then it becomes like a choir of like just melodic ideas, but it's all just you. Right. So I'll sprinkle some in at certain points, and then at the drop per se, I'll layer as many of them in together as makes sense, and then all the drums will come in, and then that's where it'll be like the thickest part of the production. So that's like my production style right now. It's and then I'll chop those up. They could be like loops. It's just like a variety of things. That's my production style, and that's what I want to demonstrate on this album is like my specific production style that I've come to after all the years. Like this is my special sauce. This is what makes me different from anybody else. Because right now the wave is like Lil Yachty, like trap beats, like 808 Mafia, just the same. The same thing over and over again.
So I was listening to you said that. So even with the new Lupe project, he has a song on there which I didn't download that one, but it's called Promise, and he has it like that melody. And I'm just like, wow, Lupe's getting into this too. So but look, we're gonna come back on the other side. Terrance Show. We got my man Michael Moore in the building.
What's up?
Yeah, song producer. He's a. We're gonna talk a little bit about this album. Did you bring something that I can play?
Yeah, I got my laptop. I got my.
Oh yeah, we're gonna figure this out. So that's great. That's great. My man, see, he came prepared. He got his flash drive. Shane.
I got my laptop. I'm trying to play something.
He's got all that. Yeah, that was the goal because I didn't know whether you had anybody that. As far as the artist, he had wrote some of the songs and beats or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna come back on the other side. We're definitely gonna get into some of your music. Here it is right now. What we just talking about Travis Scott, Goosebumps. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. We back. Billy Grind Radio, the Terrance Show. We here, man. The greatest show in the world, man. We got my man Michael Moore in the building.
Yo.
I call him the songwriter producer. He just say he's more like a producer, but he's a songwriter. He's a writer.
I'm a consultant.
He says he's a consultant, but he's a writer. I don't care what he says. He's a writer. So, Michael, so we got one of our cuts from your this is from your last album, right?
From my upcoming album.
Upcoming album. What is it called again?
Upcoming album is Transistor.
So tell me about Not Never. Tell me before we play it.
I don't know. I'll let the song do the talking. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm about to play it now. Let's play it now. Not Never. Here on the Terrance Show, we heard it first. It's coming from his second album, Transistor. Let's get into it. We're gonna come back on the other side and talk about it. Michael Moore in the building, y'all. Yeah, here we go.
Let's go.
Okay, we back. Billy Grind Radio, the Terrance Show. We back in full effect. I'm not gonna lie to you, Michael. I really thought y'all was gonna hear some verses from you on the actual.
I told you I'm not.
I know, man. I know. I thought I was going to get something.
I told you.
But no.
You heard the vocals though.
That was you in the background?
That was all me.
So if that was all you, why don't you just make a song?
I don't have. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for artists. I'm looking for that Jasmine Sullivan just blow my mind vocals. If it's not that Jasmine Sullivan blow my mind vocals on it, I can't have it. I don't have those Jasmine. If it's not those Bryson Tiller runs and soulfulness, I can't have it. I gotta put this on my live right
now. I gotta put this on my live. All right. So you tell people out there. Michael Moore is in wait a minute. It's going to come up on my live real quick so people can know. All right. Michael Moore right here in the building, Terrance Show. He's looking for. Now, what type of people are you looking for?
I need those Jasmine Sullivan blow my mind vocals. As soon as you open your mouth, 5 seconds, I need to get chills.
All right, so that's what you're looking for. So anybody a rapper? No, not a rapper. No.
Primarily singers. I'm looking for those female singers. If you're a male singer and you got those bars, bring it up. But I need those chills. That's my natural indication. As soon as I hear a beautiful voice that I like, I get chills all the way down the back of my neck, and that's how I know that's the one. I still haven't found one. We're getting there. I'll work with potential, but I need those Jasmine Sullivan. I need those Beyonce. I need those
Beyonce.
I need those Janae Aiko. I
love Janae Aiko.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man.
I need that Frank Ocean. I need that next level. Next level.
Wow. I mean, how you pronounce her name?
Janae Aiko.
Yeah, I really like her. Mm-hmm. If I could find a track of hers right now and bring it up, I'm gonna play it.
Oh, there was.
I'm gonna look for it. But in the meantime, we're gonna get into the next song that you got. I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna let people know. I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna have people know the
Give me a name rundown off there.
Where?
Off the list.
Oh, the list you got? Alright, hold on, I'll tell you right now while I'm here. I didn't even know you could put 2 of these in here, man. I really didn't know. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we got not never, back attack. What's that about? What's back attack about?
It's not about nothing. It's the beat. It's
really? Back attack.
You can play it and find out.
Yeah, I want to play back attack, man. I want to play that, man. Cause what made you come up with the word back attack?
I don't know. I think it like reminded me of like Nicki Minaj or something.
Really?
Like, just like attack. It still needs like.
Yeah, when Nicki got a nice back, so
Yeah.
I would attack.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. Let's get into it, man. Back attack. Terrance show back aboard the building. It's the beat. It's just the beat. Can we talk over this beat? That'd be dope too. Let's play it. Terrance show Deli Grind Radio, man. We got Michael Moore in the building, man. I had to play the part at the track. You know what I mean? With 2 Chainz and Travis Scott. Just thought that part was funny.
Always gotta have those guys in the studio. Add that extra gold at the end.
You got to, man. You gotta have the guy that knows always talk the slick stuff. So what song that we said we was gonna play? Well, not song. What beat that we said? What Definition High was it? Drifting High.
Yeah.
Now, Now, you just felt like when I think Drifting High, you know, I'm just thinking like, you know, like Cloud 9, like
Right.
You know, like just good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You don't need to talk about it.
No, I mean I could talk about it. You know.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. All right, cool. When you made that beat, was you Drifting High?
I mean, it is the title.
Well, let's bring it up. Drifting High. Michael Moore in the building, man. Let's listen to it. Yeah, Terrance Show exclusive. Back, Deli Grind Radio, the Terrance Show. We live before the fact me in the building, man. Michael Moore playing some of his beat, songwriter, producer. But he say he's trying to be a producer. I mean, trying to be a songwriter, but I think he is. I like that one.
You believe in me?
But what?
Songwriting?
Yeah, man. I think you should. I think you should like really like. I don't think it takes nobody. You don't. I mean, right now, I mean, mostly people say production takes the albums to an extent.
Right.
You know, nobody really listens as much as they did before. Like, cause you know, like some songs you come on the beat where you just turn to the next one.
Yeah.
But then if you would have listened to the whole track, you found out it was really dope and what they were saying. But same thing. So I think you should do it, man.
I'm trying.
No, don't try. Just do it. Just. I think you should like when you go home, like really sit and just think like if I was to come out with a full-fledged like album, what would it be about and what can I do?
I feel like I could write it, but I couldn't perform it, and that's where I need.
Don't worry about
that talent.
Don't worry about that. But don't worry about that right now. Just come out with that. Just come out with an album. Just don't even do an album. Do like 4 songs, 3 songs. Do like an EP. That's what they call it, EPs, right? LP,
Yeah.
EP, yeah. It's like 3-4 songs, man.
That's where I need the talent though, because I would never put my voice on top of my production unless it is the way it is you hear it right now, because it's just not. It's not doing it justice.
All right. I mean, I'm not.
I appreciate your belief though.
Man, you gotta believe, man. You gotta believe in people, man. You know what I'm saying?
I believe in myself. I believe in my production. I'm working on my voice slowly but surely, but I know there's voices out there that just give people chills as soon as they hear them, and I need that on top of my production, and then we're going somewhere. We're on the gravy train right there.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I'm looking for that, and then as soon as you get that, that's just work right there. Then all you have to do is just. That's how anybody great comes out. They're just working. 2 people, 2 different teams come together, and then as soon as the other team's like, oh, okay, well, I see where this person's going. All we have to do is just come together. You spend enough time with one person in a working environment, eventually the vibe's gonna get correct, and then that's how you get greatness. That's how Bryson Tiller became.
How was he like? So Bryson Tiller, he's been around for a while. You would say, right?
Couple of years, yeah.
So like his first album, like it really took off. Second album was like.
First album was. There was a wave that took over.
Yeah, but
it wasn't just something.
His sophomore album though, it just didn't. It didn't go like it was supposed to. I feel like I don't know. Like I'm not saying it's a bad album. It's just not people took to it as much as they should.
I still think he got good reception. The songs are still of equal caliber. They're still the same lane, still the same vibe. His writing is still completely on point. He didn't fall off at all. It's just.
Does he write for people?
I would imagine that he does, but I feel like he's probably just focusing on himself. I can't say that he definitely wouldn't, because he's got the talent for it. I would definitely work with someone like Bryson Tiller. I would definitely work with Bryson Tiller tomorrow. I would definitely work with him today. We'll work with him yesterday. He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
But yeah, his second album, there wasn't as many radio friendly hits on it. Right. And I don't think that's what he was trying to go for on this album. I think he was just trying to put out his art, which I commend him for. He wasn't trying to do it for. He's on tour right now, tour all over the place, all kinds of stops. Philly, I think Philly either just happened or is coming up shortly.
It should be coming up shortly.
September 25th or something like that. But
you gonna get the film or?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I think he just put it out for his art. I feel like he's one of those artists that isn't necessarily concerned with radio play. His first album just happened to get good radio play because the songs were that. Mm-hmm. They didn't really follow any kind of current trends that are on right now. Yeah, it was like trap, but it's still unique production, and that's what I appreciated about it. It wasn't just like cut and dry, like 808 Mafia, just line up the same snare every time you hear it. It's, but it just happened to co-align because it was good songs and people are vibing with it. The second album was probably just more like, okay, so True to Self is the title. He was just trying to be him, like, this is me, this is how I write songs. I think he's a great artist. I just pray that he doesn't. Then again, I thought the same thing about, say, The Weeknd. Mm-hmm. The Weeknd first album. Do you ever listen to The Weeknd, like early days?
You know what?
Early days.
So this is my thing about R&B, right?
R&B is my jam.
Yeah, I'm like old school R&B.
Right.
Like, I can't really get into the new R&B. I try to. It's like maybe there's certain people that I maybe get into, but like I know The Weeknd's good, and what's the other guy that looks like The Weeknd? He's not The Weeknd, but he kind of. What's that? Bruno Mars. Mm. Yeah, you got him. You got. I mean, I don't know, man. It doesn't.
But that's not even an R&B. That's a thing.
Like, so I'm saying, it's just like, Weeknd is cool. Weeknd's dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I like Weeknd's last album a whole lot.
Yeah, it was good, but it doesn't. It's a good. They're good songs, but they don't necessarily speak to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go back to like Stevie Wonder or Prince or like like dudes like Earth, Wind and Fire. I go back to the 70s, the 80s, where I felt like songs, when those dudes did those songs, like this was like, it was real. Mm. These songs that they do are real, but these songs that them old cats did were like, it touched you. Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Like, it touched you, man. You got, man, I can go on to Commodores. You got, Four Tops. It to me, it still goes on today. How those dudes felt back then, it still goes on today. Now it's just like, what they talk about, like, they talk about stuff that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm going to buy this for you and take you across these expensive trips and you know who I really like that kind of like.
Yeah, tell me who in this era touches you.
That really makes me really upset, the fact that he goes through so much and he likes kids. Well, allegedly he likes kids or whatever the case may be. R. R. Kelly, man. I'm like, really, like, cause now it's just like your songs is.
See, R. Kelly. What was the last R.
He's
Kelly
like,
song I
he's the
heard?
GOAT. He has an album out. He still brings out albums, but he can't escape what happened to him, and it's just like, wow, man, this dude is so talented, man. The Chocolate Factory was dope, man. Like, Love Letter was dope. Like, you know,
Trapped in the Closet.
classics.
That whole
man.
series. I mean, listen to that.
Well, maybe after like 1 or 2. I mean, after they start going through like the old people and all.
Wasn't there like a shitload of them?
Yeah, it was like 20 of them.
That was great. No one will ever top that ever.
All right, but like, he's like the talented most R&B. Oh, you know who I like? Trey
Songz?
Yeah.
His Tremaine was great.
Yeah, Tremaine was great. Because you think about Tremaine and you think about that album, he's talking about him as a player and how he wants to get out of it.
Right.
Not a lot of people can relate to that. They don't understand what caliber he's going through. Like, here you got a guy who has multiple choices with women.
He has been. That's where he comes from on this album. It's just
and it's
this is what I've been doing.
And it's like, he's falling like to where as though, who really likes me? Who really likes me? You know? So, that's a dope album. But other than that, besides Trey Songz, I mean, Chris Brown, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, my R&B selection is very limited today when you think about it for me. Like, it hasn't.
Who else?
I'm trying to think, man. It's not really nobody.
How about Frank Ocean?
He hasn't really. I mean, yeah, his album was cool. It was dope. But I can't. After what happened, I don't know how I'm gonna take Frank Ocean, man. Like, I can't. I mean, he's a good artist. I try to get into it, but I don't know, man.
After what?
I know it shouldn't matter.
Artistry first, man.
I know. I'm sorry,
bro.
man.
The vibes.
I know, man. I know.
Bro, the vibes.
No, he's good. I like Novocaine. On the joint he had. I liked Orange, the Orange album. I did like the Orange album, was dope.
See, that for me, that album is perfection.
Yeah.
That's R&B perfection. Because the lyrics, Frank Ocean, what I was talking about the lyrics earlier, Frank Ocean for me is lyrical perfection.
Yeah.
Because whatever he says, he never says it, oh, I walked up the steps and I pressed the doorbell. He does like at least 2 times around the block before you even get to the doorbell. But you understand what he's saying after the fact that he said it. Yeah. He says it very lyrically. And then on top of that with the voice, he has the whole package. And then on top of that, he knows what he wants with his production. And it's not anything you're gonna hear on the radio, not anything like even close to trap soul or anything that, and he takes it back to the Commodores and Marvin Gaye era with his production.
He does. Like, Frank Ocean is definitely a very talented artist. I know it shouldn't matter, man, but it's like if that's who you are, speak who you are. You can't speak about women if that's not who you like. Can't do it.
What if he's speaking about past?
All right, that's cool. Then that's acceptable.
That's what I'm saying.
My whole thing is that I know.
He's not gonna be like Frondor. He's gonna be like, this is what I experienced. Yeah. So I can still talk about it. That might not be where I'm at right now.
I mean, even though it really it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's just
music first.
Yeah, music first, and I get it. Like, the Orange album was definitely a dope album. I do get that.
Dope.
Yeah, I definitely do appreciate that. His second album, I didn't really get a chance to like really hear it, because I know he has another one that's out. Just didn't have the time to like really, like some albums you gotta like really sit and listen to. You just can't like skim through it. Like you.
That's road trip music right there.
Yeah, exactly. You know
second album, road trip music.
Exactly. It's just like when I first heard this on the Orange album, I was in traffic. I got off iTunes and I was listening, but I wasn't really into it. I had to like really sit down one of them times in the crib and just turn it on.
Yeah.
And then you just gotta let it flow all the way out.
That's what it's meant for. It's the old school Marvin Gaye. Like, they were like, when you make an album, you put it in a certain order for you to listen to a certain way. No 99-cent singles.
But you got you got Frank Ocean, you got Trey Songz, you got. I mean, I'm talking about younger cats is like really dominant. You still got Bryson Tiller, Weeknd, and then you got doing Mars. But like
both of them pop.
Yeah, they're pop, but like I mean like that R&B. Like, it's a lot of R&B cats out there underground that's really doing well. I just don't know who they are. I gotta find them.
Miguel is.
Yo, damn! I forgot about Miguel, man. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, Miguel's good. Miguel, I like Miguel. I do like Miguel.
Can't hate on Miguel.
No, not at all. No, Miguel's definitely dope. I give it to Miguel. You know what I mean? Who else? That's it. Like, there's nobody like really. That's it.
Chris Brown goes back and forth. He's so versatile. That's his thing. Like,
yeah, he can be a rapper and then
I don't know about rap.
Well, you know what I mean. He's not like really a big like rapper, but he can like.
You know who's low key?
Who?
Ryan Leslie. You ever heard of Ryan Leslie?
Ryan Leslie's dope. Yo, he play like all the instruments. Like he does everything.
He's one of my biggest inspirations right there.
You know what? I can't be mad at you, man. This dude's like brilliant, man. He can do. You ever see the YouTube videos? Where
I've seen all of them. 3 times. Or more.
Wow.
Dude's incredible.
He is incredible.
That's what inspired me from the jump.
Look, we're going to come back on the other side. We're going to come back on the other side of the Terrance Henry Show. We're going to talk more about Michael Moore. We're going to play one more of his songs right now.
Sure.
And we got the Bad Guys cast is coming in and promote their movie. We're going to come back on the other side. We'll play some more Lupe, man. I like this song, man, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Let's get into it. Yeah. Terrance Henry Show, live from the factory in the building. We got my man Michael Moore in the building.
What's up?
Yo, Michael, before we get out of here, let everybody know where can they reach you at and stuff like that.
Alright, so you want to check out all my production from years back. I got hundreds of videos. It's all on Instagram. Instagram at _MXCHAEL Moore. That's MOORE, and then another underscore after that. Twitter is the same without the underscores. I think it's just at Michael Moore with the X instead of the I. Facebook is Michael Moore Music, I believe. It's the same thing. Everything's the same. Michael Moore, MXCHAEL MOORE. And Instagram is my main platform. Website coming soon. Got 3 beat stores getting set up. It's going to be BeatStars. It's going to be SoundClick. And it's going to be the other one, which is escaping me right now. It used to be Flash Store, but they just changed it to another name. Everything is the same. All Michael Moore. That's MXCHAEL MOORE. That's what's up.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. I'm gonna play one more of your beats. Thank you for having me, man. Make sure no problem, man. Make sure you just stick around, man. The Bad Guys movie 3 is coming real soon. The movie premieres at the Urban Arts Gallery, 252 South 52nd Street, September the 17th, from 8 to 9 p.m. We got Pearl Handle Bipolar. We're gonna come in and talk about it next. We're gonna come back on the other side, man. Michael Moore, thanks for having me. Make sure you stick around, man. Yeah, man, here it is, show and bounce. Let's go.
What's up? Yeah. Yo, it's Michael Moore here with the Terrance Henry Show. Make sure you tune in every Sunday night, 6 to 8. Best show in the world, baby. You know where we at. Come and tune in. Michael Moore, holla at me.
Yeah. Okay, we back. Double Ground Radio, the Terrance Henry Show with live full effect. We in the building, man. We got a lot going on, man. Bad Guys 3 movie premieres going down September the 17th, man. Urban Art Gallery, 252 South 52nd Street, September the 17th.
That's 62.
Huh?
That's 62.
262.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying that. Okay. 262 South 52nd Street. It's going down September the 17th from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Pearl Hand and Bipolar in the building. We're not acting this time. This is actually a real interview. So what's going on? So y'all did 1 and 2. So tell me about 3. What's going on? I'm in the movie 3, but I didn't know the whole caliber of it. See, tonight I gotta go back and watch 1 and 2 to see what's going on.
Yeah, you gotta watch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Yeah, we catch up. So this is the 3rd project. So how y'all feel about it? Y'all excited?
Yeah.
Talking to the mics because what's gonna happen if people need to Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the project. And y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Well, Bad Guy 3 basically it's about me and Bipolar trying to get out of the streets and the drug game and running around doing all this bad guy stuff, and we just want to now focus on our music. But it's this person, this female who came as like the devil's advocate.
What y'all do to her, man?
Well, we didn't do nothing. She just, I think greed got in the way.
Yeah, she stole some money from us.
Yeah, she wanted to be on top, you know, and we couldn't. You know what I'm saying, like, we was just trying to put her on, but she wanted to be like the top dog. And since we didn't put her on when she wanted to be on, she just like, oh, well, I'm gonna take them down and take over. So.
You know, it's funny. So the whole bad guy 3 from the first project, who came up with the idea? The whole project.
Oh, well. It started off with my song "Bad Guy" that I had, and choir.
I kind of figured that. Y'all wanted to do a movie to this joint.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. We was filming the video because I was, and it kind of went totally left from the concept that I was trying to have for the song, which was basically, am I a bad guy for doing things that it was wrong just to do good, to survive and stuff like that. I was trying to have it like on that type of like a struggling mother's type of vibe type of thing, but then as we was filming the video, it came out a different type of way. Choir just started sparking some visions in Choir, and he just was like, "Yo, make this a movie because we got so many scenes." He was like, "Man, you might as well make this a little mini movie," and I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And then he just
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And Bipolar, I met Quad through Bipolar, and that's how the link up went. Cause Quad was charging for videos and stuff like that. But like because they met in the army, and he was cool. Y'all can tell your own stories.
Yo, you did a good job. I met them way well. It was about 10 years ago. For both of them. We met in the army in Iraq.
Y'all was in Iraq? Oh, so y'all was really laying down to get down.
We was in Iraq together.
Yeah. So y'all was like really, so when y'all was in Iraq, right? Not to get off, but y'all was like really.
We was really doing it. We was really doing it.
You was really out there.
It was really hot sand.
So y'all was really.
M16.
Like, body was like.
Her job was to protect the lieutenant, or what was he, the chaplain? She was a bodyguard out there, John.
Yeah, I had to protect the major.
Yeah, protect the
major. They don't
major.
carry weapons, so somebody got to carry weapons for them. So.
Wow.
I mean, that was there. That's where we met.
Wow, man.
And then I met Pearl when I was staying in Philly. It was about 10 years ago. So we all got to spend a dime with me.
That's dope.
And then but she brought the connection. Like she was like the connection. And the next thing you know, and we just became like a little
family
and love.
So where y'all playing on like the movie as far as I don't even know what's playing here at the Urban Gallery? Where y'all want to see the movie like really go to?
So I mean, we're thinking about putting the joint on Amazon.
That should be dope.
Yeah. But we got a couple other ones in there too. Oh, you already know?
I know it's gotta be something else. I know we're not just gonna stop right here.
We just gonna put it on Amazon. We might put it on iTunes just to see if it's feasible, but we definitely gonna put it on Amazon.
The trailer was really entertaining, so I already know. There's a lot. Seemed like there's a lot going on. Girl in there talking about something that's too much in West Philly today. I can't tell you.
Yeah, Too Smooth. Shout out to Too Smooth.
Shout out to everybody.
That wasn't Philly. I don't know what it was right there. Yeah. So that's good though. So
yeah, and look, we don't got no bag and like we did 1, 2, 3. We don't got no bag and it's just quiet with his one camera doing all the different angles on his own. Like So like
Bipolar, she jump in sometimes.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
jump,
Bipolar.
it was just
and Bipolar got the popping ideas. Like she always coming up with like good scenes and you know what I mean, good ideas of how we should work this scene and how we should record this scene. Like
We all do. We all
three,
We all, you know.
so I mean we just work together really good. I mean we just starting off, so I think like we just keep it going.
Y'all might as well.
It'll pop off something crazy.
We also, not to get off subject, we also gonna have a little bonus thing for y'all too when y'all come here. The Halloween special that we dropping on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got John. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
What you talking about? That? Wait a minute, it was a scary movie?
Yeah, it's scary.
Wait a minute, is this the scary movie you've been talking about for about 2 years I've been knowing you?
Yeah.
So let me tell you about Q, right? So I met Q, what, 2015?
Yeah. Probably before that, right?
No, 2000, was it 2000? No, we had to.
14, because we was at PSMG
We
for
was
how
at
long?
PSMG Radio for about a year.
Yeah.
So it must have been 2000,
14, yeah.
no, 15, March.
15?
When you first filmed the first show when we did K Walker,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when we at PSMG, right now, it's been months in, Q kept talking about this damn scary movie. And I'm like, man, goddamn scary movie. How we gonna do it? It's scary enough in the hood. We on 27 in Cumberland. Now I'm hearing you doing this. You got a scary movie coming out?
Yeah, y'all gonna get to see it if y'all come to the premiere.
Yeah, we gonna see who in it. You ain't called me.
Look, we still filming it, but we gonna give y'all a little 8-minute sneak preview of it.
Damn, Q, you know that.
You can be in this dog if you want to. You already know.
Who's the main character, Q?
All three of us.
We gotta make it happen, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
like,
make
That's what I'm
it
saying. If you want to be in there, we still got more roles. That's anybody.
You don't wanna be in
trying to work
it.
with everybody. You want to be in it? You can be in it, girl. You want to be in it?
Well, we do need the white guy in it.
Yeah, we gonna definitely need you.
We really do.
We gonna need you too. I don't know. We should let another cat out the bag or no. We just gonna leave it.
No,
like that.
come on, you on my show, man. Come on, Q, we need exclusive.
Tell you off the air.
Why you gotta tell me off the air, man?
Give
Come
him a
on.
little juice. Give him a little
So,
juice.
yeah,
Come on.
we gonna do a Bad Guy Christmas movie too. So we looking at
That'd
to
be
start
dope.
filming that.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Santa Claus ain't so good.
So this scary movie, know that I don't want to give it off bad by Bad Guys 3, but you know, y'all doing the scary movie. Does it have like that feel to it, like Get Out, or is it?
I'll say it's more like scary movie.
It was more like a scary
It's
movie.
actually like a
Marlon
scary
Wayans.
comedy, yeah.
It's a
Like,
scary comedy.
yeah.
The funniest, scariest movie.
Yeah.
And y'all, you still filming. So when everything's said and done, when you plan on releasing that project?
Friday the 13th, we dropping that.
Oh shit.
13th of
October, Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Dang.
That's what it's called. It's called the 13th for Friday.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Spruce Street, or what is it? Nightmare on 58th Street? What street was it on?
Woodland.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Shit, I wouldn't want to walk up there just by myself on Woodland Avenue.
Yeah.
But that's good. So let me ask y'all something about the acting thing with y'all. So I know like a lot of people do scripts, proverbs, and stuff like that. Is it like a written script that goes on, or do y'all just proverbs off each other because y'all already know what y'all exactly what to say and what to do?
We improvise.
Yeah,
It's kind of, we did kind of write it, but then we improvised.
Yeah, we had like a basic outline for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I remember when we did what did we do? We did nigga shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We gotta bring that back too. The nigga shit.
Oh yeah, nigga shit was funny, man.
Yeah.
It was
Is that,
funny.
is that the video I seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the joint, the juice lady.
Yeah. That was all proverb. That was a no script.
Oh, for real, y'all just went with that?
We just went with
That's
that.
my girl sister
I think
too.
that's-
Yeah, so that
All
was
the jewelry stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the jury?
That's how it started.
That's how it started. Q was like, you might as well just keep going with this.
That's some nigga shit right here.
Yeah.
What's the name of
Yeah,
it?
then he was giving me all the jewelry and all that. Remember? And he thought he was gonna get paid that day for that fake ass jewelry. He had the Michael Jordan. He had the Michael Jordan chain and the thing. That's good though, man. Q, you good for that though. We'll talk about nigga shit though.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with it. But you know, the whole basis with that was, it was like I wanted people to get the idea of what not to do. That's why it was called nigga shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know. So Bad Guys 3 coming out. Who else is all in the film?
We got D the comedian.
Yeah, shout out D.
You know, China Black. We got
The name like China Black.
eight. What's his name?
Ape Gang Buzz.
Okay.
Too Smooth.
Too Smooth. Scorpion Boy. We got
Oh yeah, Elliot Ness. Tiz, the comedian.
Oh yeah, he funny. No one dig in Philly.
Yeah.
He funny,
Me
man.
and that John.
Shit, you in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out, yeah.
Every shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of support. We got a lot of support.
So let me ask y'all something. 5 years from now, where y'all planning on being at? Since because I know y'all doing this for a purpose.
Yeah, hopefully at the top of the mountain, baby.
Top of the mountain, she's moving at the top of the mountain,
Top
baby.
of the mountain, somewhere. I mean, not here.
Right.
You know, hopefully you don't escalate it into a production company, shooting more films and more, just doing a lot for the community. And
You know-
people.
Yeah, for the culture.
You know what's funny, man? Like, when you think about movies as being creative and you see how it progresses, it's like a child. You watch
Yeah,
that
it's
grow.
a baby, yeah.
Yeah, it's a baby. Y'all watch it from like, wow, we did 1, then we did 2, now we on 3, now it's being premiered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first 2 wasn't, but now it's being premiered. That's showing evolving growth of where, possibly where it can go. And that's how everybody starts off. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I feel like, with visions that they have, it kind of like, they don't, like people don't see it. But then, if you stop what you're doing, you saw what it could become.
Yeah.
You be like,
So sorry.
you be like, yo, the joint wasn't that bad, man. Why did I stop?
Right, we mad as shit.
You know,
You
man,
gotta
but
keep going, man. People gotta take their, dreams seriously and just keep pushing and pushing. Even when you think you ain't about to make it, just keep pushing.
you know what the crazy thing is? People don't.
Mhm.
Like, it's been many a times where I felt like I didn't want to come in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just been like, you know what, man, I just don't want to do it. But the day I don't come in, I feel like I lack 10 shows behind. If I feel like I'm missing something, I gotta come in. You know what I mean? So that's how you gotta take the several approach. You know, yeah. We're gonna come back on the other side. We're gonna talk more about Bad Guys 3. And I wanna get into I like this song right here. Let me see if I can find it, man. Got so many good songs on here, it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna play something real fast. We're gonna come back on the other side. I'm gonna play the song again. It's not like come back. Bipolar.
If somebody call in, we might give out some tickets.
Yeah, somebody call in right now. Somebody get a number, 215-909-9925. Once again, call in, get one of the tickets to the movie premiere. 215-909-9925. We in the building, the Terrance and Show. I'm playing this good baby ass song one more time. Yeah. We back, Deli Grind Radio, the Terrance and Show, live from the factory in the building. Bad Guys 3 is coming out. Man, let me turn this down a little bit. Let me let everybody know what's the address. It's at the Urban Art Gallery, 262 South 52nd Street. It's going down September the 17th. The late show is from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And y'all do have an early show too as well.
Yep, from 6 p.m. to 7:30.
Oh yeah, so it's 2 shows going down that day. So it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm just honored to be at the premiere and just see how it is.
Free punch.
We're gonna have some bad guys.
Live interviews from D the comedian.
Yeah.
A professional photographer and videographer gonna be in the building.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kiki Vodka sponsoring us. You know?
Kiki Vodka.
You already know.
Kiki, they sure know to come through and sponsor something. It's a live event. I've been asking for bottles for like the last 1 or 2, like 8 months. Dang, where you at? Where these bottles, Dang? Dang, where these bottles? I asked Dang, I said, yo, bring the case, I'll pay for it. I got you, man. I called Dang. When did I call Dang? I called Dang about 2 weeks ago. I got you. Still ain't. Wait till I see Dame at the. Give me that. I've been asking Dame for bottles at the old building.
Oh man.
Dang.
North.
Come on, Dame. Like, come on with these. Dame, come on, man. He must be think my show popping enough. That's alright, Dame. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not gonna ask you no more. It's cool. I'll see Dame on the joint and see what's up. TV. Maybe he'll
see him in the building.
Yeah, maybe he'll slide me a case at the event. Or he'll pull up his pants and be like, yo, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you. Now, shout out to Dane, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to Kiki Vodka in the building, man. Anybody else is going to be there, too?
DNG Radio is hosting the event. You know, what's her name?
Malika.
Malika.
Lil Mika. I think the co-owner.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. The Mika.
Okay.
When is her show?
Huh?
When is her show?
I don't know. I just come here and do mine. But it doesn't matter. But I know who she is.
Oh yeah, well, she like that. Oh,
Nah, she ain't. I mean, she like that. I mean, no, she look like that. But I think she married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
well,
why.
still a good look.
Yeah,
It's a good look
I
for the
respect.
event.
I like the way she look. You know,
Okay. Is she funny?
I don't know. I just know I see her. I've been wanting to say something to her in her office, but she be on the go. So, you know, shout out to her, though. She's like partial earning.
Okay.
You know where her co-host is? My fault.
Huh?
She said she bringing her co-host too.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's what's
Well,
up.
shout out,
You
shout
know
out.
what that is?
No, I don't know. But, you know, she flying out to me. You know, shout out
To the owners of DNG Radio, then thank y'all
Yeah.
for sponsoring us.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Shout out to the other owner too, Marquita. It's two as well, man. So is anything that y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Just we hope to see y'all at the premiere on September 17th at the Urban Arts Gallery. It's gonna be a lituation. You don't want to miss it.
Oh, the tickets.
Tickets is $10 and we out here with them. Come hit us up on Instagram at Pearls World Bitches. Angel Bipolar.
Philly Celeb, you know what I'm saying? First time model, go ahead.
Yeah, Angel Bipolar. Shout out to everybody that supported us and just we love y'all all, man.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Tune into the Terrance Henry Show every Sunday. You know,
Yeah,
6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, 6 to 8 p.m.
on Daily Grind Radio.
Yo, can we go back a long way?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. You was in the basement.
Yeah, PSMG,
Yeah.
Two different stations.
That's crazy, man. I didn't realize how much as consistent it's been.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we gotta keep going, man.
Yeah.
You never know, man. Next year we might be in California doing this shit. You know?
Ain't gonna be no mic.
We are.
Manifest it. Write it down. See it. You know? Well, I'm about to get out of here, man. Make sure y'all tune in every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Big shout outs to Bob Pro and Pearl Handle for coming through. Bad guys.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. When the movie premiere, is this going to be on DVD, YouTube, or after you do the movie premiere? How is it being on?
We're gonna do the Amazon and we're gonna do the
Video.
Video on Amazon. Yeah.
So you still buy your ticket now, so you won't have to pay for it with your credit card later online, because that's how you gonna see it. Either way, you gonna have to pay. You know what I mean? So just come show some love and support, man.
Right. We might do DVDs. That's still in the work, but it's gonna be a limited run though.
Yeah, maybe 50.
Yeah. I was thinking 100, but yeah.
I mean, because you know everybody don't really do DVD no more.
I was trying to say.
But we could go out of town with the DVDs. I'm saying, like, go to like Camden. I know they do DVDs.
No, you don't.
They don't. In front of the fans and Roddy Joe, they do.
They don't.
You're gonna do physical release, go Blu-ray. You're gonna go physical, go Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Alright, I mean, you know, I don't know. But listen, we about to get out of here, man. Y'all gonna do some drops before y'all leave, real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some drops real quick. But we gotta get, our guest RSVP is supposed to be up next, but I guess they're not coming tonight. So we're out of here. See y'all next Sunday. Definitely, and we out. Peace.
It's your girl Pearl Handle.
Angel Bipolar.
Philly Celeb.
We the bad guys. Make sure y'all tune in.
6 to 8.
To the greatest show in the world, the Terrance Henry Show.
You already know.
The best show in the world.
Every Sunday.